Tifa, you won't believe this. A cerulean drake flew in from the train graveyard.
A brave gnat flew in, and he doesn't even have strong potions.
Hey, is that? It is you, the new Merc. Then maybe you can help us out. The drake is in the old telegraph factory over there. But to reach it, you'll need to get a hold of a watch security key. You should be able to find one inside one of the crates. I forget which. Just smash them all.
Cool. On it.
Can I just say, I love how they're calling you Merc, because I just think of, like, Mercedes. Like, you're the Merc, and Cloud transforms into a car.
Yeah, that reminds me. You know the game Dreams?
Yeah.
Their newest, like, collaboration is with Mercedes.
What have they done? What did they do?
I don't know. It's on the 8th of July, so it's not out yet. But they like released the teaser trailer for it. Like, okay, I'm quite excited, confused, sure, but excited. So yeah, that should be fun. Oh, get off my face! There we go. Problem solved. See if it's just like, you dare steal my signature move? No! Can't believe this enemy. Yeah, absolutely destroyed. That's what I'm talking about. Who needs Cloud?
You're good at this.
It's so patronizing. Like just knocks out 50 enemies. Oh yeah, you are good at this. You know, I assumed you would be shit, but no, I'm fair play.
Won't be tough.
I love using fire in this game. It's so satisfying. Oh, okay.
Wait till you get the daddy spells. The big pupper spells. My god.
Just like that, okay?
It's like the cream of this game.
Yeah.
With the big,
Yeah.
Is enemy skill in this? Is there an enemy skill materia?
I do not remember.
They might have... Okay, so... A really weird thing in the original was enemy skill materia. So it was like a materia that could have up to like 20 spells.
Right, that's
it was
cool.
Really this really super powerful thing. But to get it, you had to discover the spell. So you had to find an enemy, right? And the enemy would have to use the spell on you, right? You'd have to like live it, I think. You'd have to survive the spell, and you'd get it. So there's like a there's this big snake, right? It's called the Midgar Zolom, or Zolom,
Cool.
and it's got this super powerful thing called Beta, which I mentioned before. Right? If you have enemy skill and you live through Beta, you get the spell, and it's honestly it's so sick. It's just this big multi-hit like vortex, right? And there's another one like it, a bit like it, called Trine. So you know, and it uses a lot of materia, not materia, MP, I think. So it was just this big like F-off spell, right? And some enemies would just like would just not like shift with Beta. They'll be like, whatever, mate, like Beta, whatever, right? And if that was the case, they were usually weak to Trine. So you use Beta, nothing happens. You use Trine, and they're just BTFO. Vice versa. It was this weird thing. Like missiles, there was like a missile one. Big Guard was another enemy skill spell. Big Guard was fucking awesome. It's just barrier, magic barrier, instantly in one turn. It was brilliant.
I see now. Heard you were ex-Shinra. Guess I shouldn't be surprised you'd go to bat for your old buddies. Me, I'm just looking out for my people. All there is to it. Hell with you. We can take care of this town ourselves. No more mercs or Shinra. We'll build up the watch and kick you all out.
Okay.
Wait, isn't that Shinra behind her?
Yep.
Didn't she just high five him?
No, she was like throwing them off.
Oh.
No more Mercs or Shinra, except you. Dude! Fucking rad! Look at what you do, garden all day. Absolute legend. Right, we have got... Oh, only one more, I guess? Oh, well, technically two, but... on the prowl... I don't remember what this one is. But the other one is basically just talk to the kid and you win. So, that's quite straightforward. But yeah, the side quests in this game are super fun. The only ones I don't love a lot are in Chapter 9. And that's... there's basically 5 side quests, but they're dependent on who you talk to. So you have to talk to people throughout the chapter, and if you you have to talk to them in a specific order, and you can only do 3 of them in one playthrough, so you have to replay the whole chapter to do all of them. It's not great, but yeah.
There's loads of missable crap in 7. Loads of missable stuff. Like that dress quest, the infamous dress quest I was telling you about.
Yes.
You have to use your noggin a bit, because if you choose the wrong option, you sort of get locked out.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
Yeah.
So yeah, Chadley can reset weapon upgrades. It does cost you, but you can reset your weapons if you're like, actually, I didn't want to put this thing on, which is pretty cool. But you can also buy materia.
I like
you
that.
can get another assess materia. You can get auto
cure.
So yeah, cast cure on severely injured allies up to a set number of times will not activate if the character does not have enough ATB charges and MP, or the player is controlling the character. So
it heals your mates, but it uses your ATB.
Yeah, so if Tifa was dying, and players controlling the character. So yeah, I think how it works, if I'm playing as Tifa and I'm dying, and Cloud has 2 ATB filled, Cloud will auto-cure, whilst I'm playing as Tifa. But if I'm playing as Cloud, it won't do auto-cure. I would have to just use cure myself.
Okay.
I think that's how it works. Which is handy.
I wonder if regen was always a good one.
I don't know if I want to do it, I don't think. But it is good to know it's there. Yeah, he will produce a lot of materia for you, which is cool.
You want to know a fact about regen in Final Fantasy, the original?
Sure.
7?
Oh boy, you've just unlocked a lot of quests.
Yeah. So regen, well, was it the materia or was it? Okay, so regen was a spell, right? I forget the materia, but it was a spell where you'd gradually cure, like, over time. Right? So it was handy if you kept taking, like, damage frequently. It would circumvent that. So you wouldn't have to be like, oh, cure, you know, you could, while you're regenning, you could be doing other things like casting different spells or whatever. It was handy, right? But there was a glitch where if you're in a battle in Final Fantasy VII, right, on PS1, if you press eject, and the lid comes off, some people are going to understand what I'm talking about. They're like, eject the lid? What? We're talking about an old console here. You know what I mean, right? You press the eject button, the lid comes up. But the disc is still... right?
Yes.
Well, the game's still on. So the battle, it just stops, right? It's still... Things are still happening, but no one's, like, attacking.
Right.
Right? However, for some reason, regen still worked.
Oh.
So, if you were low on health, right, you cast regen... press eject, everyone would stop what they were doing, and your health would just gradually go up.
Okay,
right?
That's cool.
So it was like a weird cheaty thing where you could just get full health. And then, like, just put the cover down and then continue. So weird. There's so many weird, funny glitches in the original.
So I just put on Wind, and yeah, Chadley gave me Wind, and I bought it for 100. But once you bought the first one is cheap. Once you bought it, then it's going to be a lot more. The second one costs $2,000, so we're only getting one of those. But the first one was cheap, so that's
A
nice.
certain shopkeeper told me you paid him a visit. Thanks for helping him out.
So those lesser drakes, they're gonna.
I'd like to offer you.
Yeah, they
We're
are
gonna wipe
be
them out now.
destroyed if we have to
Got
fight
a
them
weird
again.
Killer on the loose, you see. A rabid catch dog. Maybe you heard people talking about it. Shinramuk gone feral. Last sighting was in Scrap Boulevard.
Cool.
No, I don't hear a lot of people
I'll handle
chat about the oddities in
Got anyone else around here stands
other
a
Final
chance.
Fantasy.
Go
Like,
get 'em, bud.
the most oddities I've heard of in an older Final Fantasy is 7. Even though the other ones do have oddities. Like 8 has an oddity where it's not so much an oddity, it's actually kind of purposeful, really. Seems unfair to call it an oddity, where like sort of undead enemies, if you casted zombie on them, it would heal them, which
Oh,
makes
that's cool.
sense, right? But healing type spells like cure, if you casted cure on a zombie, it would hurt it.
Right.
So
I
there's
see.
a boss fight in Final Fantasy VIII where it's just some zombie bastard, right, with loads of health. If you chuck a phoenix down at him, he dies instantly.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I remember reading about. I downloaded, like, I love the old ways. Okay, so I was playing Final Fantasy VIII. I downloaded the guide, like the proper guide PDF.
Yeah.
You know, like the old days, right? And I'm reading about quirks of the boss fight, and it's like, did you know if you cast Phoenix down, it kills? I'm like, what? I love finding out about that. Such a weird thing.
Yeah, so Blizzard's hard because it basically stays there and it has to explode on them for it to hit them.
Oh.
Um,
It's probably like an AoE sort of thing, maybe.
yeah, I'm hoping to stagger you in a second. Oh, you fled. Oh, right, yeah, I remember you do that. You flee to different parts of the area.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
just
you're-
scripted?
Yeah, you up.
Yeah, he's fleeing, alright.
Yeah, I was going to say, I can't do anything
Not his-
until
not
you
his-
actually leave.
Yeah,
So.
not his proudest moment.
Like, I'm trying to escape, but these guys are still here, so they haven't moved at all. Oh, I got a Moogle medal.
Oh, does
Moogle
that...
medals,
What does that do?
they are in crates, and you can collect them by doing missions and stuff around the world. A Moogle medal, it can be traded for items later on, I think, starting from chapter, what's it, 8? But I might be wrong. Yeah, you can trade them with someone.
That's
and
neat.
they will be you can get I vaguely remember you get joke weapons. Is one of the things, but you can also get decent stuff. But one of the things is joke weapons.
Are they finite? Or can you grind for
Moogle
them?
medals. There's a way to grind for them.
Oh.
To a point.
I thought it was like blue coins in Mario, where it's like there's 120 in the game, you know.
I
One of those things.
think they're kind of finite, but you can get more. There's a the one I got in that crate is only going to be in that crate, and I don't think it'll come back.
Right.
I think, if I remember correctly.
Take the lead.
I would
Like
love to
some
be able to Blizzard you.
Yes,
That's what I'm talking
it's
about.
a bit like Final Fantasy VII. Like some materia, it's just the one materia. You go to a place to get it, and that's the only one you'll ever find of that. But if you
Yeah.
master it, then it duplicates into another one. So it's sort of finite, but it isn't.
Hmm.
Just don't get rid of it when you only have one.
Yeah. That was nice.
Took care of the dog, did you?
Oh, you want to talk about finite? Oh, fucking
Gotta say,
accessories in
never breathed like that before.
Final Fantasy 13. My God, I almost had a heart attack once because I thought I wanted an achievement where you get all the equipment in the game, and I thought I there's like some stuff is missable, and I thought I missed like an aqua ring, and I had to do a compromise to get another aqua ring, and it was either this or never again, and I did it, and I was like, oh my god, I dodged him. I would have had to play the whole game again.
It's a big organization.
Oh,
Oh boy.
I would have had to play for this achievement. I got it in the end. I platted the game in the end.
Oh, we got an elixir for that. That's pretty good.
Okay then. That's another solid gig in the books. You know, the whole town is really impressed with what you've done. Keep it up, and you'll have enough work to keep you fed for a lifetime.
All thanks to you.
And don't you forget it.
So where do we get paid? The shop or something?
Yeah, but why don't we head back to the apartments first? Take a quick breather.
So,
Which lesson was that again?
there's a
Lesson one.
bunch of little scenes throughout the game. So it's called a discovery. You see top right, it said discovery alone at last. That's basically a scene where I think it only unlocks if you have done all the side quests. And it will be a little, like, 5-minute conversation between Tifa and Cloud that you can only get if you've seen that. Which is pretty cool.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to go to that. Because, yeah, there's quite a few in the game. And they are totally missable.